Good afternoon. We're back again for part two, and I'm going to just jump right into it. If you're sitting with me here on this vid, I encourage you to go and check out the first part of this video on how to get to this stage. We're going to just dive right in here. No long-winded intros or anything like that. Thanks for coming back with me, everybody. And this is the spoon that we started out with. So real fast, we've created a billet out of a log, this being maple. We ended up going ahead and processing that billet in order to get a little bit of crank or bend in the wood itself. I've gone ahead and drawn out just a basic shape for a cooking spoon, and now we're going to continue. All right, so there's a couple of different things that you can do here actually. When it comes to getting this final shape out by hand and not using traditional power tools or anything like that, you can make it so that you are creating sort of stop cuts and things like that that allow yourself a little bit of breathing room in case you're swinging the axe a little bit too hard. Because the basically at the end of the day is what you're trying to do is to watch this whole area here, this being the most sensitive part of the spoon where the handle meets the neck of the bowl kind of thing. So when you're impacting this area with the axe, you want to just kind of just take it easy. Now, some people who have more carving experience can go pretty hard at it and know how to dial back their swing in order to get the best blow, but without sort of causing damage on the remainder of the spoon. So for me, I do a couple of different things depending on the wood. What I usually will do is I will start axing this way down towards the tip of the handle. And I will cut two stop cuts in here as well too. I will axe through the stop cut, and then I will do it on both sides, and then turn the spoon around and then come down the handle to where I've created that cut and lightly just work my way to this corner. Now after I do that, what I'm going to do is try to clean up the sides, and then I'm going to rest the entire spoon on the edge of the chopping block, and basically by holding on this direction, I'm going to carve down into the neck here, and at that point it should take on the shape of the spoon, and then it's all clean up from there. You can clean up the bowl, you can go this way on the bowl or come down that way. I'm going to make it thinner on this end, I'm going to make it thinner on this end, so you come down this way. That's the grain direction that I've created here. So we're going to get started, and that's the method that I use. The other method is that you're just going to take your hatchet and start hacking away at the neck here, but just being very careful with it as well too. You can go very fast and expedite your process, but for me, I would rather put two stop cuts in here. That way it just sort of keeps me honest. Anything happens, then there's a probability that it's going to be a-okay and I can continue on carving with this guy. So anyway, I'm going to cut some stop cuts, and then let's go outside and do this. So you will have to excuse me as to kind of why I don't sort of talk outside there too much. I just live by a busy road, and the way I've set up my carving area, it's kind of close to that road, so it gets tough trying to explain things as I do them with cars ripping by. So here it is. Um, if you know what's going on in terms of the grain direction of the wood, and you know your grain direction and how to read it, it's just very simple. You sort of remember that methodology, you flow like water, and you just continually just sort of, step by step by step by step kind of thing until you reach the final product of getting this out. Now, there's lots more work to do, but this is the basic shape of the spoon that we've decided to do straight from the old noggin. Just a quick drawing, just some wood that I've had here, which is, I believe, could be Norway maple, just some kind of mystery maple I've been calling it. So all I did was 2 stop cuts in the neck, just right here, and then I ended up actually axing back down towards the handle on both sides, and there just left a little bit of meat on the inside there to take out. Turned it around, came back down the handle, worked off the safety on both sides, and then rested the spoon on the side of the chopping block, and then cut back down towards the neck again on both sides. Cleaned up the bowl. I went this direction, and a little bit I was reading the grains going that direction, so I went back and forth with the axe. Carved that out, the tip of the bowl, and then just took off some of the wowing that was happening in the back here, just to make it a little bit more straight, and then made the bowl a little bit thinner. I left a little bit of meat on there just because I'm not sure if I'm going to make this a serving spoon or just a standard cooking spoon. It depends. But anyway, that is that. We're on to the next steps, but that is going to be part 3, and that will be coming out sometime next week. Thank you so much for sticking around, checking this out. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit me with any questions at all, and we will be back very soon.